Poor girl warns millionaire, she put something in your drink, he immediately swapped cups. Before we dive into this story, comment below, where in the world are you watching from? Subscribe and turn on notification for more heartwarming stories. Nathaniel Grayson, 35 years old, self-made millionaire. The kind of success story that makes headlines. He didn't start with money. No rich parents. No trust fund. Just pure genius and endless determination. Nathaniel built his empire from nothing. Late nights coding in a tiny apartment. Living on pizza and coffee. Believing in an idea that everyone said would never work. But he proved them wrong. His social media app changed how people connect. Within 5 years, millions used it daily. Tech giants wanted to buy him out. He refused. He knew his worth. By 30, Nathaniel owned a company worth billions. His mansion sat high above Silicon Valley like a crown. Glass walls. Modern design. Everything perfect. But money couldn't buy him the one thing he wanted most. Love. Then came a beautiful woman walking into a charity gala. Elegant dress. Perfect smile. Every head turning as she passed. That was Sophia Montgomery. She approached Nathaniel that night. Said she admired his work. His vision. His success. Their romance moved fast. Too fast, maybe. Candlelit dinners at the finest restaurants. Weekend trips to Paris and Rome. Private jets. 5-star hotels. The life every couple dreams of. Nathaniel showered her with gifts. Diamond necklaces. Designer clothes. Whatever her heart desired. 6 months later, he proposed under a sky full of stars. The ring cost more than most people's houses. Sophia said yes without hesitation. Wedding plans began immediately. The most expensive venue in the city. A guest list of celebrities and business leaders. Flowers flown in from around the world. Everything had to be perfect for his perfect bride. But perfection hides cracks. Nathaniel's friends started whispering. Quiet concerns at business meetings. Careful words over drinks. She seems interested in your money, one friend said. Maybe slow down, suggested another. You barely know her, warned his business partner. Nathaniel brushed off every warning. Love made him blind. Sophia's beauty. Her charm. The way she made him feel like the luckiest man alive. He ignored the red flags. How she asked about his business deals. Her interest in his bank accounts. The way she smiled when he mentioned his will. When his lawyer suggested a prenup, Sophia's reaction surprised him. Anger flashed in her eyes before she covered it with tears. Don't you trust me? She asked. Of course I do, Nathaniel replied. But doubt crept in. Still, he pushed forward. The wedding was 3 weeks away. Invitation sent. Deposits paid. His dream wedding to his dream woman. Nathaniel thought he had everything figured out. Success. Love. A bright future ahead. He had no idea his perfect world was built on lies. Comment red flag if you've ever ignored a warning about someone. This story isn't about Nathaniel's success. It's about what happened when his perfect life came crashing down. And how the most unlikely person became his guardian angel. Behind Sophia's perfect smile lived a monster. Every kiss was fake. Every "I love you" was a lie. Her engagement ring wasn't a symbol of love. It was a key to Nathaniel's fortune. While Nathaniel planned their dream wedding, Sophia planned his destruction. She wasn't alone in this game. Damien Blackwood. Smooth talker. Master manipulator. The kind of man who preys on wealthy people's trust. Damien was Sophia's real lover. Her partner in crime. The puppet master pulling her strings. Their affair started months before she met Nathaniel. Secret hotel meetings. Whispered phone calls. Stolen moments while Nathaniel worked late. Damien taught Sophia everything. How to spot rich targets. How to gain their trust. How to make them fall in love. Rich men are lonely, he told her. Give them attention, and they'll give you everything. The plan was simple at first. Marry Nathaniel. Wait a year. Then find a way to inherit his millions. But Nathaniel's prenup changed everything. He wants me to sign papers, Sophia told Damien during one of their secret meetings. If we divorce, I get almost nothing. Damien's face turned dark. Then we don't wait for divorce. They studied Nathaniel's habits. His routines. His weaknesses. Nathaniel trusted too easily. He ate whatever Sophia cooked. Drank whatever she poured. Never questioned her motives. He's making this too easy, Sophia laughed. But inside, guilt ate at her. Sometimes she caught herself enjoying Nathaniel's kindness. His gentle nature. The way he cared for everyone around him. Don't get soft on me, Damien warned. Remember why we're doing this. Sophia pushed her feelings aside. Money mattered more than conscience. They planned everything down to the smallest detail. The right substance. The perfect timing. How to make it look natural. After the wedding, Damien initially said, "When you're legally his wife." But the prenup threat made them desperate. Time was running out. Nathaniel's lawyers kept pushing for signatures. We can't wait, Sophia realized. If I sign that prenup, we lose everything. Damien had connections. People who could provide what they needed. A clear liquid that would make Nathaniel compliant. Confused. Ready to sign anything they put in front of him. One dose in his drink, Damien explained. He'll be awake but not thinking clearly. We'll have him sign over the company. Transfer the accounts. Then we disappear. The plan was flawless. Or so they thought. Neither Sophia nor Damien considered one tiny detail. One small variable they couldn't control. A 10-year-old girl with sharp eyes and a loyal heart. In the shadows of his mansion lived someone special. Someone pure. Someone who would change everything. Anna was 10 years old. Bright eyes. Quick smile. The daughter of Martha, Nathaniel's cook. While Sophia plotted in secret, Anna saw the world differently. She noticed things adults missed. The way people's voices changed when they lied. How their eyes looked away when they planned something bad. Anna had learned to watch carefully. Life taught her that survival meant paying attention. Her world was nothing like Nathaniel's. No mansion. No fancy cars. No designer clothes. Anna and her mother lived in a small apartment across town. Second-hand furniture. Clothes from thrift stores. Dinner sometimes meant beans and rice again. Martha worked long hours just to pay rent. Anna did homework alone most nights. Waited for her mother to come home tired and worried about money. But at Nathaniel's house, Anna found something magical. Kindness. The first time she visited, Anna expected to stay quiet in the kitchen. Rich people didn't talk to poor kids. That's what she learned from experience. Nathaniel surprised her. "What are you reading?" he asked, seeing a worn library book in her hands. Anna showed him shyly. "A story about space explorers." "I love science fiction," Nathaniel smiled. "Have you read this one?" He pulled a book from his shelf. That day changed everything between them. Nathaniel started bringing Anna books. Not just any books. Stories about brave girls. Smart kids who solved problems. Adventures that sparked her imagination. When Anna's old bike broke, Nathaniel fixed it himself. Spent an entire Saturday in his garage, teaching her how gears worked. "Every problem has a solution," he told her. "You just have to think it through." Anna treasured these moments. Someone important cared about her thoughts. Asked about her dreams. Listened when she spoke. She saw how Nathaniel treated everyone with respect. The gardener. The cleaning lady. The delivery man. He remembered their names. Asked about their families. While other rich people looked through poor people like they were invisible, Nathaniel saw Anna as a person. A friend. This kindness built something powerful in Anna's heart. Loyalty. The kind that makes you risk everything to protect someone who protected you. Have you ever helped someone who never expected it? Share your story below. Anna had no idea she would soon become the most important person in Nathaniel's life. That her sharp eyes would see what love had blinded him to. The night that would change everything started like any other. Nathaniel expected a romantic dinner with his bride-to-be. He had no idea he was walking into a trap. "I want to cook for you tonight," Sophia told Nathaniel that morning. Her voice was sweet. Her smile perfect. Something special. Just the two of us. Nathaniel felt touched. Sophia rarely cooked. She preferred expensive restaurants and room service. "That sounds wonderful," he said, kissing her cheek. But Sophia had darker reasons for this dinner. She needed Martha out of the house. The cook knew the kitchen too well. Noticed everything. Asked too many questions. "Give Martha the night off," Sophia suggested. "She works so hard. She deserves a break." Nathaniel agreed. He always treated his staff well. When Martha heard about her unexpected night off, she felt surprised but grateful. "Are you sure Miss Sophia can handle cooking alone?" Martha asked. "She'll be fine," Nathaniel laughed. What could go wrong? Famous last words. Martha packed her things to leave. But Anna had other plans. "Can I stay to finish my homework?" Anna asked. "The kitchen table has better light." Martha hesitated. Something felt strange about tonight. But Anna's homework was important. "All right," Martha decided. "But stay out of Miss Sophia's way." Anna nodded innocently. She had no idea she was about to witness a crime. Sophia arrived with shopping bags full of ingredients. Her phone buzzed constantly. Messages from Damien. "Everything ready?" one text asked. "Almost," she replied. Sophia pulled out expensive wine. Nathaniel's favorite bottle. The same brand from their first date. Anna sat quietly at her small table. Math homework spread before her. Numbers and equations that seemed simple compared to what was really happening. Sophia moved around the kitchen like she belonged there. But Anna noticed something odd. Sophia kept checking her phone. Looking nervous. glancing toward the dining room. "Wouldn't you be more comfortable upstairs?" Sophia asked Anna. "I'm almost done," Anna replied, not looking up from her work. Sophia's jaw tightened. The kid was ruining everything. Another text from Damien: "Handle it. We can't wait any longer." Sophia opened the wine bottle with shaking hands. 2 glasses waited on the counter. Beautiful crystal that caught the kitchen light. She poured the deep red liquid carefully. Equal amounts in each glass. She looked around the kitchen. Anna seemed focused on homework. The coast was clear. From her purse, Sophia pulled out a small vial. Clear liquid inside. No smell. No color. The perfect weapon. Anna's pencil stopped moving. Something in her peripheral vision caught her attention. Anna watched in horror as Sophia unscrewed the vial cap. One quick motion. The clear liquid disappeared into one wine glass. Mixed with the red wine until it became invisible. Anna's heart pounded. She knew she was witnessing something terrible. But what? Poison? Drugs? Something that would hurt Nathaniel? Sophia capped the vial and slipped it back into her purse. Her hands were steady now. The deed was done. She arranged the glasses on a silver tray. The poisoned one went on the right side. That's where Nathaniel always Saturday. Anna memorized every detail. The placement. The glasses. Which one was safe? Perfect, Sophia whispered to herself. But it wasn't perfect. Anna had seen everything. Sophia carried the tray to the dining room. Nathaniel sat at the table, scrolling through emails on his phone. "Work can wait," Sophia said, setting down the glasses. "Tonight is about us." The poisoned glass sat directly in front of Nathaniel. One sip would seal his fate. Anna's mind raced. What should she do? Who would believe a 10-year-old girl against a beautiful, charming woman? But Anna remembered all of Nathaniel's kindnesses. The books. The fixed bike. The way he treated her like she mattered. She couldn't let him get hurt. Anna slipped from her chair. Her homework forgotten. This was more important than any math problem. She crept toward the dining room. Her small feet silent on the marble floor. Nathaniel and Sophia were talking. Laughing. Acting like a normal couple about to enjoy dinner together. Anna approached Nathaniel's chair. Her heart hammered so loud she was sure everyone could hear it. She reached out with a trembling hand and tugged Nathaniel's sleeve. He looked down, surprised to see her. Anna leaned close to his ear. Her voice barely a whisper. The words that would save his life. She put something in your drink. Subscribe right now. You won't believe what happens next. Nathaniel's entire world stopped. Anna's words hit him like lightning. He looked at the innocent girl's frightened face. Then at the wine glass in front of him. Then at Sophia, who was returning from the kitchen with dinner plates. In that moment, Nathaniel realized the child he'd been kind to was now saving his life. The woman he planned to marry was trying to destroy him. The dinner was about to become a battlefield. And a 10-year-old girl had just fired the first shot. Anna's whispered warning hit Nathaniel like a cold shock. His mind raced through everything. Friends' warnings he'd ignored. Sophia's strange behavior. Her sudden interest in his business. Her reaction to the prenup. The pieces fell into place. But Nathaniel was smart. Brilliant, even. He'd built an empire by thinking fast under pressure. He couldn't let Sophia know he suspected anything. Not yet. He needed proof. Go back to your homework, sweetheart, he whispered to Anna. Everything will be okay. Anna nodded and slipped away. Her job was done. Now it was up to Nathaniel. Sophia returned with dinner plates. Roasted chicken. Expensive vegetables. Everything looked perfect. Just like her smile. This looks amazing, Nathaniel said, his voice steady despite his racing heart. Sophia beamed with pride. I wanted tonight to be special. Special. The word felt like poison itself. Nathaniel studied the wine glasses. 2 identical crystal glasses. Red wine in both. But Anna said Sophia had put something in his drink. Which glass was which? Then he remembered. Sophia had placed them carefully. His glass sat directly in front of his plate. Hers was across the table. Before we eat, Nathaniel said, standing slowly, let's make a toast. He reached for his glass. The one Anna warned him about. Sophia's eyes flickered. Just for a second. But Nathaniel caught it. To us, he said, lifting the glass. And to trust. In one smooth motion, Nathaniel switched the glasses. His movements looked natural. Casual. Like he was simply making room on the table. The poisoned glass now sat in front of Sophia. To us, she agreed, reaching for her glass. But as Sophia lifted the wine toward her lips, her hand began to shake. Nathaniel watched carefully. Every muscle in her face. Every movement of her eyes. Something wrong? He asked innocently. Sophia stared at the wine. Her perfect composure cracking. No, I just... She stammered. You chose this wine yourself, Nathaniel continued. Our favorite bottle. Remember our first date? Sophia's breathing quickened. The glass trembled in her hand. Of course I remember, she whispered. Then drink up, Nathaniel said. His voice was calm. Too calm. Sophia brought the glass closer to her mouth. Then stopped. Set it down without taking a sip. I'm not really thirsty, she said weakly. Nathaniel leaned forward. His eyes never left her face. But you poured it yourself. You said you wanted to celebrate. The silence stretched between them. Heavy. Dangerous. Nathaniel picked up his own glass. The safe one. Took a slow sip while maintaining eye contact. Your turn, he said quietly. Sophia's mask was slipping. Panic crept into her beautiful features. I think I'm getting sick, she lied. My stomach feels strange. How strange that your stomach started hurting right when I switched our glasses. The words hung in the air like a death sentence. Sophia's face went white. Her hand shook uncontrollably now. What do you mean? She whispered. I mean you know exactly which glass has poison in it. The word poison shattered her last defense. Sophia broke down completely. Tears streamed down her cheeks. Her perfect posture collapsed. She hesitated. It's not poison, it's just a sedative. Something to make you sleepy. Nathaniel felt his heart break and harden at the same time. So you could do what, exactly? Make you sign papers, Sophia confessed through her tears. Transfer the company. Move money around. You wouldn't remember anything the next day. And then what? You disappear with my fortune. Sophia nodded miserably. The truth was finally out. Whose idea was this? Nathaniel demanded. Damien's, she whispered. He said rich men deserve what they get. That you'd never miss the money. Damien. Your lover. Another nod. More tears. He forced me, Sophia pleaded. Said if I didn't go through with it, he'd ruin my family. Nathaniel stood up slowly. His chair scraped against the floor. So you chose to destroy me instead. I didn't want to hurt you, Sophia cried. I really did love you. Part of me still does. Love? Nathaniel's voice was ice cold. You were going to drug me. Steal everything I worked for. And you call that love? Sophia reached for him desperately. Please, Nathaniel. Give me another chance. I'll make this right. He stepped away from her touch. The only thing you're going to make right is leaving my house. Would you confront her like Nathaniel did? Comment yes or no. The woman who had planned to be his wife was now revealed as his worst enemy. The child who barely knew him had become his greatest protector. Sometimes the truth comes from the most unexpected places. The truth was out. The mask was off. Now came the reckoning. Nathaniel picked up his phone with steady hands. His voice was calm as he made the first call. Security? I need someone removed from the property immediately. Within minutes, 2 guards arrived at the mansion. Professional. Discreet. They'd handled situations like this before. Sophia begged as they escorted her out. Promises to change. Threats about what people would think. Desperate attempts to save herself. Nathaniel watched from his window as her car disappeared down the hillside. The woman who almost destroyed him was finally gone. But Nathaniel wasn't finished. He called his lawyer next. Then the police. Damien's name. His known addresses. Evidence of the conspiracy. Everything Sophia had confessed. I want him arrested tonight, Nathaniel said quietly. Justice moved fast when millionaires demanded it. By morning, Damien was in handcuffs. His smooth-talking charm meant nothing behind bars. The sedative he'd provided? That made it attempted assault. Conspiracy to commit fraud. Multiple felonies that would keep him locked up for years. Sophia faced charges too. Her family's reputation crumbled overnight. Society pages that once celebrated her now whispered about her crimes. But Nathaniel felt no satisfaction in their downfall. Only emptiness where love used to be. The wedding vendors were cancelled. Deposits lost. Invitations torn up. The fairy tale was over. Friends called to check on him. Business partners offered support. Everyone had something to say about his narrow escape. Yet the person who mattered most said nothing at all. Anna simply returned to her homework the next day. Like saving someone's life was just another Tuesday evening. Thank you, Nathaniel told her quietly. Anna looked up from her math problems. For what? For seeing what I couldn't see. Action spoke louder than words. Nathaniel set up a college fund for Anna. Full tuition. Room and board. Books. Everything she'd need to build her own empire someday. Martha's salary doubled overnight. Health insurance. Retirement savings. Security for both mother and daughter. You don't have to do this, Martha protested. Yes, I do, Nathaniel replied. Your daughter saved my life. Share this shocking betrayal with a friend who needs to see it. The mansion felt different now. Quieter. safer. The poison was gone from his life. Nathaniel learned something valuable that night. True loyalty doesn't come from beauty or charm. It comes from character. From courage. From a 10-year-old girl who risked everything to protect someone who showed her kindness. 6 months later, the courtroom was packed. Media. Lawyers. Curious onlookers who'd followed the case. Sophia sat at the defendant's table. Her designer clothes replaced by a plain grey suit. Her perfect hair pulled back. No makeup to hide behind. She still believed Damien would protect her. Still thought their love meant something. Then Damien took the witness stand. The whole thing was her idea, he testified coldly. She approached me with the plan. Said she could handle the rich guy. Make him fall for her. Sophia's face went white. Her lawyer grabbed her arm as she tried to stand. That's not true, she screamed. He forced me. It was his plan. But the jury had already decided. Damien's betrayal sealed her fate. When love turns to greed, loyalty dies first. Damien proved that even criminals can't trust each other. Sophia got 8 years in prison. Damien got 12. Justice served cold. Meanwhile, Anna graduated at the top of her class. College acceptance letters poured in. Her future blazed bright as her curious mind. Nathaniel attended her graduation ceremony. Watched her walk across the stage with pride swelling in his chest. "Thank you," she whispered, hugging him afterward. "Thank you," he replied. "For showing me what really matters." That night, Nathaniel stood in his mansion looking out at the valley lights. His billions still sat in the bank. His company still dominated the market. Success still surrounded him. But none of it compared to knowing he had real friends. People who cared about him, not his money. Wealth means nothing without people like Anna, he realized. The little girl who saved his life taught him the greatest lesson of all. True riches come from the hearts of those who love you. Everything else is just numbers on a screen. Subscribe and ring the notification bell for more emotional stories.